Hey guys, welcome to my channel, and today I'm going to share with you a quick and easy guide to learn how to meditate, which is going to help you become a Zen, focused, non-ADD, happy person who is able to manifest. And that is really a key point because I notice that when I start meditating, opportunities just seem to come out of the woodwork. It's really amazing. So I want to get you guys there and get started. So let's get into it. Meditation is so simple, but it can be made really complex, especially if you are a perfectionist or an overthinker like me. For the longest time, I just could not figure out what to do with my mind. So that's what I want to help you out with. There are many styles of meditation, but this one is really great for beginners because it's training your mind to notice where the mind is at. You're learning to focus your mind here. And it seems really simple, but this is actually really tough for the average American or Westerner who's living in this digital age. So meditation is a form of focused relaxation where the goal is to cultivate a sort of super consciousness, meaning more awareness. And in the end, it helps you become more focused, more calm, more relaxed, self-aware, and better able to change long-standing patterns in your life. Some people think that just simply relaxing and clearing your mind is meditation, but that is not. That is just relaxation, which is very helpful, but it's not meditation. Meditation is also different from savasana, which is where you're in yoga class, and after the yoga class is over, you lay down on the mat and you just kind of lay there and relax. And that is also not meditation, especially if you're letting your mind wander. That is a form of subconsciousness. That is not meditation. There's also guided meditation, and honestly, most forms of guided meditation are not actually meditation, they're actually visualization. There are some guided meditations which help you to learn how to meditate, but it's really like just training wheels for meditation, and you don't want to get stuck there. The meditation in this video is super simple and all you need for a real meditation practice. Firstly, you want to know what you're building up to. So ideally, you're going to be doing meditation twice a day for 20 minutes when you wake up and before you go to bed. So 20 minutes is a lot. You're gonna have to work up to that. It's very difficult to do 20 minutes in the beginning, so just start with 5 minutes or even just one, but whatever you choose, do it consistently every day. You can set a timer for 5 minutes, and if at the end you still feel like you could sit a little bit longer, then you can keep going and maybe you can do another 5 minutes. But if not, then that's all you need to do. So start with 5 minutes, eventually it get easier, and you will increase the amount of time that you are meditating. So some people like to start with laying down meditations, but it really does tend to put you more in a subconscious state. And what we are aiming for in meditation is super consciousness. So laying down is really not recommended. Remember, relaxation isn't the same as meditation. Meditation is not just laying down, listening to music and clearing your mind. Meditation is a special form of focused relaxation. So you want to sit up because sitting up allows the energy of the body or the chi to flow properly. especially through the spine. So it rises through the spine. And that sounds a little esoteric, but it will help with your awareness. So sitting up straight, it also really aids in proper breathing technique, which is actually from the belly or the abdomen and not the chest. And it's gonna feel a little awkward at first because we are used to generally breathing from our chest. But we wanna switch to trying to breathe from our bellies. And this kind of breathing is going to help your vagus nerve of your nervous system, which is the main nerve for relaxation. It's going to teach your nervous system to relax. We also want to keep our minds alert. So sitting up helps keep us alert. So you can sit in a chair if you need the support, or you can also sit up against a wall if that will help you sit up straight, because sometimes it can be a lot on the back, especially at the beginning when we're not used to sitting up without back support. So you can sit in a chair, or you can sit on the ground cross-legged with your hands on your knees, or you can put your hands in your lap. You can get really fancy with like mudras or sitting in the lotus position, but you can do that later when you're feeling more comfortable. That's not necessary for now. Just keep it simple. Sit with your hands on your knees. So this is going to be an individual decision. I actually go back and forth. There's two options for you. One is to keep your eyes totally closed, and I'm inclined to do this personally, but sometimes it makes it harder for your mind to stay present. It almost encourages your mind to be in this dreamy think state, and you lose your awareness. So if when you're closing your eyes totally, your thinking tends to get out of control, you can try to keep your eyes slightly open, and you're not going to be focused on anything too intensely. It's just going to be a very light gaze. And the most important thing is that if you keep your eyes slightly open, just unfocus your eyes and don't let the eyes move. You want the eyes to be in the same position, because if your eyes are moving, your mind is moving. So just keep your eyes in the same spot, maybe on a small object in front of you on the ground, but you just want to make sure that you're not intensely focused on what you're looking at. The idea is to just be aware of the fact that you are present in this room, and you want to keep your eyes in one position. You're going to be wanting to think about your breathing and not what you're looking at. For the most basic form of meditation, the goal is to put all of your focus, as much as you can, on your breathing rather than your thoughts. You want to take attention away from thinking thoughts about like, what will I have for dinner? Or I need to do XYZ for work. And shift that attention away from those thoughts to your breathing. So as you're breathing, you want to be thinking, are there any sensations as the breath goes into your mouth, into your throat, into your lungs? What does your chest and your abdomen feel like as the breath goes into your body? So it can be helpful to count your breaths, to give your mind something to think about. So you want to count the breaths, count the in-breaths if you're tired and you want more energy, or if you're wound up and anxious, you want to count the out-breaths to relax more. So with your breathing, you want to count 1, 2, 3, like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Like that in your head. Up and down, 1 through 5, back and forth. Or for more of a challenge, you can go up to 10. And you want to be doing this counting 1 through 5 to 1 to 5 to 1 to 5, counting your breaths in your head. So you're putting your attention on your breathing, and you'll know when your attention is back on your thoughts again, because you'll either forget your place where you were 1 through 5, or you'll notice that you're at like 23 or something. And when that happens, you just say to yourself something like, oh, isn't that interesting? Ha ha ha. All right, back on track. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You start over. Or to make it simple, you just say to yourself, thinking, and then you redirect. The key here to this practice is not to judge yourself. We all lose track. That's okay. Sometimes we get upset with ourselves for losing track, and that's okay. Everything is okay. Even if you get upset with yourself, it's okay. It's okay. A lot of people get upset and frustrated because they think, oh, I'm so terrible at meditation. I'm always at like 26 before I notice that I'm not paying attention. Or they just can't even remember what number they're at, and they just get wrapped up in thinking. And I am definitely a thinker. This happens to me a lot. It's a lot easier for me nowadays, but sometimes I'll be sitting there and I have no idea what I was just thinking about for the last 10 minutes, but I definitely wasn't thinking about my breath, and that's okay. The thing is, the benefit doesn't come necessarily from having perfect focus. That's not actually how it works. The benefit when you're in the beginning stages comes from the action of redirecting your attention back to the breath, recognizing and then redirecting. So don't even stress about it. It happens, it all happens naturally. Just sit there and attempt. As long as you're attempting to do it, then you're benefiting. It takes time to be confident in this, so just be patient. So I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate, and it would be great if you tried this with me so that you get a hang of it and your mind is primed for when you do this on your own, okay? Okay, so you sit up with your back as straight as possible and your hands on your knees, palms down. So you can keep your eyes closed, or for me, I'm going to keep my eyes slightly open. I'm going to keep this Palo Santo stick here as a focal point to keep my eyes from wandering, and I'm going to put it just maybe a foot in front of me on the ground so that I can keep my eyes slightly open. But I'm going to keep the focus very loose, almost like if you want to let your eyes go cross-eyed or something like that. Just let your eyes relax. So I'm going to be counting my out breaths because I'm slightly anxious, but you can always count your in breaths if you need more energy. So you want to be counting in your mind, but for the purposes of demonstration, I'm going to be counting out loud. So pay attention to the counting of the breaths and how the breath feels going in and out of your body. If you notice that you're getting distracted, then just notice it and focus on your breaths again with this attitude of, oh, I'm distracted again. Okay, back to the breath. 1, 2, thinking, interesting, okay, back to the breath. 3, what does the breath feel like? 4, thinking. 5, 6, okay, went too far. Going back to 1, 2, how does the breath feel? 3, as it goes in and out of your body. 4, thinking, back to the breath. 5, 4, 3, thinking, go back to the breath, 2, 1, and so on, like that. So you want to try for 5 minutes, and if you still feel like going further after that, go for another 5 minutes, then yes, go for it. But if not, then don't. If you're someone with a more emotional or anxious personality, I encourage you to try somatic meditation, which is equally as good, sometimes better, as this breath counting method for beginners. And I have a video that explains how to do it and guides you through it. So if that sounds like you, I'm gonna link that in the card above, and you can click that to go there now. And it's also linked below in the description. So please check that out, because it will not only help you with your mental clarity, but once you master this somatic technique, it will really, really help you learn to regulate or control your emotions and your anxiety. So check that out if you're an anxious person. So these are the basic how-to instructions. But if you're still having problems getting your meditation practice started, I also made a troubleshooting video on meditation, which I'm linking below, along with a few other videos that are very similar, which will help you. So comment below if this is your first time trying meditation, or if you have tried before. If you've had success in the past, let me know. I would love to hear from you. And if you got something from this video, please like and also subscribe for more videos. I have a bunch more on this topic, which I'm going to link below. And I also do a lot of videos on health, happiness, and spirituality. So if you're interested in these topics, please subscribe. Okay, well that's all for now. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.